This is in Homer this morning before we left. This is some pictures of the Russian River. This is the Kenai River. Just a random waterfall on the side of the road on the way to Seward. I checked and I believe this is the Kenai Lake. This water is stunning. Looks like something out of the Caribbean. This was the cutest bear holding the fish, and the only bear we've seen the whole trip.
Is it on?
It's on.
Good evening from Seward, Alaska. And I'm reminded of when we were in Montana. Every little town we'd go to, I would swear was better than the last one. But this is for real. Seward, so far, we've been in Alaska since the 8th, and Seward is my favorite town so far, by far. We've only got one other new town after this, Valdez. And Valdez better be on its game if it's going to beat Seward.
Yeah.
I'll put a thing on the Facebook here directly, because if you go to the east of us, there's mountains with snow-covered mountains. North of us is snow-covered mountains. West of us is snow-covered mountains, and south is the ocean. So you just can't hardly beat it. We just went to Seward and drove around and stopped at the Kenai Fords National Park Visitor Center, and we got an order to go for dinner at Ray's Waterfront.
Yes.
Excellent.
So good.
My mom and me have been talking, and to me, my favorite place is Seward. My favorite restaurant is Ray's on the waterfront. What you got, my mom?
Yeah, it was a beautiful drive today. It was a short drive from Homer to Seward today. I'm going to inject some pictures, and the water's beautiful, like in the Caribbean. I've never been to the Caribbean, but from the pictures I've seen, it is beautiful, and this water is beautiful. It said on my photos it was Primrose. Now, I don't know if that's the name of the river or not, but I'll put some pictures of the Kenai River and also the Russian River that we got to first from Homer, and then the Kenai River, and then the last one, and it said Primrose, but now I'm not sure about that name, and I'll try to find it. But yeah, it's beautiful. The mountains with the snow on it. Seward is a cute little town. There was a cruise ship in port down there. I couldn't read the name of it, so I'm not sure. I don't know if it would be a Princess or not, but anyway, we'll try to find that out. And we're going to go back down there tomorrow. And we're going to try to go to Exit Glacier. I don't know. We had heard some rumors that something had happened out there and they closed it down, closed the road or something. So we'll do more research, and we're going to try to head out there tomorrow if possible.
And we're here tonight and tomorrow night, and then we're off to Palmer for a day to go to Walmart and do some things. Then we're going to go to Valdez for a couple of days. And then, sadly, we'll be heading our way back we're going to stay one more night in Alaska, Tok, and then we'll be heading back through Canada just as quickly as we can do it safely.
Yes. Yes.
We did see a bear holding a fish today.
Yes.
And Mama got a picture, and so we'll insert that.
Yes.
And so far, the only thing we haven't seen that was on our list is the Northern Lights. We were going to get up last night, and see it, and the alarm went off, and I don't know if I was dreaming that it was raining or just didn't want to get up or what, but we didn't get up. So we may have missed our chance, but we'll try it again. Tonight is not in the forecast for where we are in Seward. But we ain't giving up. We still got another probably a week and a half before we cross back over into the lower 48. We're looking at crossing over in northern Montana on the 26th, I think. Yeah. 25th, 26th. So we'll see about that. And we don't know what, other than the glacier, we don't know what we're going to get into tomorrow, but we'll probably make another video tomorrow. The shout out to Emma and Faye. Hello, y'all.
Tyler and Shauna.
Tyler and Shauna, of course. But the shout out today is going to be to Verizon.
Yes.
There's been very few places that we just don't have any service.
Right.
Most of the campgrounds we've stayed at, they have Wi-Fi. We don't need the Wi-Fi.
No.
We just go right to you can watch YouTube. You can do whatever you want to. We can hotspot off Mama's phone and even watch TV if we wanted to.
Yep.
So I don't know what kind of plan we got. I don't know how much it costs. My mom takes care of all that, but it works, whatever it is. So good on you, Verizon.
Yes. And when we didn't have service, we have our Garmin InReach Mini 2, the little mini satellite communication. And I've got that hooked up where that you can text from my phone. And it goes through the satellite. And so I can text Tyler, and I text my sister Susie, and I text my niece Brandy. And then it just kind of comes through, and it comes through that. So that's good to have in case something happens. And that was well worth the money. You have to buy it, and then you have to do a subscription. And we got the Expedition subscription, I think. It's like $50 a month. And I paid a little bit extra because it's unlimited messaging. So I didn't know how much non-cell service we would have. We had no idea. But luckily we've had it really all the time except for about a day and a half when we were at the Kalani Lake. Yeah. And a few other places. In the Bighorns, we didn't have it, of course, but, town is like 30 miles away, so you can just drive down there. But we did use it there, so that does come in handy for that. And I would recommend getting that if you're going to a place where you're unsure whether you're going to have cell service, because, anything can happen. You can break down, and you can use that to communicate with your loved ones. And then you can also ask them, hey, can you send a tow truck or send this or send that, because they can track you on the map. Now, Tyler, our son, tracks us also on Google Maps. I share my location with him so he can kind of know. And then, like I said, with the Garmin, we can drop a pin and it gives him the coordinates as well. So it's really good. If you're going to be traveling in places where you're not sure about cell service, I would highly recommend doing that.
So we've been out of pocket, but never really. If we had to get a hold of somebody, we can use the Garmin.
Yeah.
And it's little some peace of mind if you break down, like my mom said, or whatever. And it would be good, in Tennessee, if we don't have cell service at our house, if we don't have internet at our house, then we don't have cell service.
We don't.
So there's places even at the house or near our house that doesn't have cell service, so the Garmin would come in handy. And I think you can pause the subscription if you need to.
I think so. Yes, I think so. Or you can do it for a year contract or whatever, and then after that year you can let it lapse, and then you can re-up it whenever you go somewhere and gonna do it again.
So the plan is to winter in Florida, so we may let it lapse then, and pick it back up again next year for our summer trip next year, wherever that may be.
Right.
We're not getting paid by Garmin or Verizon.
No.
But if you want to pay us, Mr. Verizon or Mr. Garmin, hook us up. We'll take free stuff. We'll take money. We'll take cash. We'll take credit card. We'll take a little bit off next month's bill. However you want to do that.
Right. Kia as well. If Mr. Kia wants to sponsor, because let me tell you, that little Kia out there, she's gone some places. So.
Some places we're not going to tell Mr. Kia.
No, we're not. We shouldn't say. We shouldn't say.
I reckon that's all for today. You got anything else, Mama?
I do just want to say, we have, the last count that I looked, we have 38 subscribers on our YouTube. Woo!
So hit like, hit subscribe,
yes.
Make a comment,
yes.
Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Just give us something. It don't matter.
Yes.
And the tow dolly is still available for theft if anybody's close and they want to take it. We had at the campground we were at in Homer, we had to unhook the darn thing, and I had to manhandle it again. It's got to weigh 300 or 400 pounds into the campground. Then we had to back the rig, into the campground so we could get close to the hookups. And it's going to be for sale as soon as we get home.
Yes.
It's done its job. It's done what it's supposed to do, and it's come in handy. It's kept us from both having to drive.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the neck.
Yes.
So we're gonna go with Plan B for the next trip out west or up north or wherever we go.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be for sale. If anybody wants one, I'll throw in that there's a handy little I don't know what you call it, dolly for the dolly. Yeah. It's like a hand truck, but you put it under the where the ball goes, and you can just walk it around that way. I didn't bring it. That's my fault for not bringing it. That's what I get for having to manhandle. I've earned that because of my stupidity.
No.
But I digress. Just be saving your money up for anybody that wants a tow dolly. It works great. I think you should get one.
Yes, I think
everybody
you should
have one.
Yes. Yes.
Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right then. We'll make another video tomorrow. We may have some glacier footage to throw in there, and we'll see what happens. Until then,
we'll see you down the road.